Welcome to Pula, Croatia. In the heart of this 3,000-year-old city, there is a very special counseling center. Let's go and see it.
Well, this is make a big difference, I will say, because of our church, that we decided to go out from our building and to do something for the community. Most of the time, our approach of doing mission is, to invite people to come to us, to our church. But as I understand Jesus' way of mission, it was different, because Jesus all the time was willing to go where the people are and to communicate with them and ask about the problems they are having, and always willing to help them where the people are. So we decided to do something, to go outside from our building and to do something for the community where the people actually lives and where they are in the city, So we find this venue and started this center.
COVID was actually a trigger point because we realized that everything was changing. People were very lonely. People were even angry. And so we really worried about what's happening. So we decided that we are going to help people with their health, physical health, their mental health, the social sort of issues and problems, as well as spirituality.
I think we got a great message, health message, and also a spiritual thing, prayer, and something that we can implement in this health approach. So we combine it together and open this center like helping hand for the people,
In Croatian society, more and more it's difficult to approach to people with just spiritual content, because many of the young generations, they're on the first mention of something religious or spiritual, they are refusing any further contact.
Checking out.
Yes, they are just checking out from any other discussion.
So you are combining mental health and spirituality from the beginning, saying, hey, we are Christians and we're here to help you. And you have a group of professionals. What kind of professionals? Tell us what you do and the other professionals who are here.
Okay. My background is social work and studies in psychology. I was working as a social worker and then as a lecturer for many years. Then we have a medical doctor who is also a psychiatrist, and we have pastors. We had Misha Havdan, who was originally a person who supported this very heavily. Now we have another pastors who are equally supporting our center. When we started to advertise and share our vision, they were saying this is exactly what is needed. And we still hear this. Anybody that we are helping, we have people who call us as angels, which we are not, but we are really doing our best to support people. We have some people who have come for a few weeks, but we have quite a few people that we have been in contact since we opened. So, and there are even some friendships, and I'm delighted when at the end of this we can invite people to church, and we have people who come to church as well as a result of our involvement with them. We are here 4 days a week. We are open to any appointment that needs to be happen at any time, even outside of those 4 days a week, and this is working well. But now we are using Zoom, we are using WhatsApp, and now I'm talking to people across our former Yugoslavia, so to speak. People are still a bit shy about their mental health needs and their addictions. So addiction is something that I maybe didn't expect so much. And the other thing is that it surprised me a little bit. I had a few mothers coming here who had problems with their daughters who had mental health issues. So bipolar disorder, anxiety, and depression. So I personally was a bit surprised at the trends that I saw. Obviously as a social worker I shouldn't have been. But in a way, we all have a sort of an idea that, it was COVID and it was just linked with the COVID. No, it was much deeper than COVID and consequences of COVID.
Can you tell me, obviously, with the confidentiality that is necessary, without the details, maybe a story of one person who came to this center here and whose life was transformed or impacted or just a little bit better because of the influence in the work that you do here?
There was one woman who started to come here almost a year ago, because she was developing, after death of her father and some other issues in her relationship, she was developing anxiety, which had really also bad physical symptoms. And we were helping her through trying to, with her, I started quite well with cognitive behavioral ideas, but then when she got worse, it didn't work. So what I realized is that she really needs hospitalization, because it was really getting bad. But she couldn't do that because of her mother, who was 89. And for a long time we were praying for that and really trying to persuade her, although the decision had to be hers. So she went to a rehabilitation center, and she's so much better. And she only could do this because we are now visiting her mom 2 or 3 times a week, buying for her. For me, that is a success story. It was when she went, because we thought she won't go, and then she went, and she came 2 weeks back, and her mom says she's a different person. And she keeps, thanking us, both of them, mom and daughter, for what we are doing. So I can only say thank God for actually giving us this opportunity. And I just explained, I said to her, we are Christians and I'm Christians, but actually I work with her to meet her needs, and really I don't need to talk about Christianity, and I as a social worker do this only if I see that there is a need and there is a request. Right. With the woman that we were talking about, they are Christians and they know that we are Protestants, but I didn't offer to pray with them. But the woman, the lady actually asked, my husband was with me, and asked what was he doing, and I said, well, he's retired pastor. And then she asked him to pray. Right. And this was many months ago. We are still praying with her whenever visiting her.
Remember in prayer the work in Pula and Croatia. Because of your prayers, because of your encouragement, because of your support, the work in Pula and centres like this can go across the Trans-European division, and the work of the gospel can go further than ever before.